Hey everybody, this is Geneva of Geneva's Closett Talk Show. How are you doing this fabulous, wonderful, fabulous, whatever Friday evening? Let me make sure I got my stuff together because I feel a tad bit off this Friday evening. Okay, what am I doing? And then I'm coming over here, and then I'm doing my normal thing that I would usually say. And I would usually say, "Hey, everybody, could you please like and share?" Wait a minute, work with me. Can you please like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so right here on YouTube? And then could you please at least, then after that, could you go over and on Facebook and follow me at what? At Geneva's Closet. And then don't forget, people, you can email me at genevascloset22@gmail.com. Y'all already know what I'm going to say. And then let's get into the whatever we're going to talk about. Anyway, let me put the comments and stuff on. There's a few things that I want to talk about today. Just some, some random, just some things that I wanted to say to get off my chest this Friday evening. One thing that I wanted to say is I wanted to talk about, right quick, let me just throw this up there. I wanted to talk about, I did a video recently about a girl. I don't even know how old the girl is. Let me see. How old is she? She was like, yeah, I forgot. Let me see. How old was she? I don't even know. I can't even find it. Oh, there we go. I don't know, a baby. It was a baby. I think she was 3 years old or 4 years old. And I did this story a week ago, and it was called Grandmother. What is it called? Grandmother raised concerns to CPS before a 3-year-old's death. Okay, now I did this video about a week ago, and then I put the video on my Facebook page. Now, I don't always put my videos on my Facebook page. Sometimes I'll just post a link. Other times I'll put the full video. So I put the full video, right, concerning this grandmother. Now, let me just refresh your memory if you don't remember. So the grandmother was saying that she had reached out to Child Protective Services because every time she was getting her 3-year-old granddaughter, Alana, she said she was coming over with bruises and the bumps and the whips. So she said each time she asking her daughter, what's going on with Alana? Her daughter like, oh, she fell and she hit her something, and that's why she got that thing on her arm. And then, okay, and then she sent her back. Then she come back again. Why she got them whippings on her back? Oh, because my boyfriend whipped her. Raised concern, sent her again. I think she went to the hospital or something. What happened to her? Oh, she slid on the sliding board and she fell and she hurt her. Don't quote me on this, but this is what I'm saying. Basically, every single time there was an excuse. Now, the grandmother, and what is her name? Makisha Vaughn. The grandmother said that she had been trying to contact Child Protective Services the whole time, but she said the whole time, not a once, not a damn time, not a nothing, zilch. One time that they ever answered the phone, no one ever did anything. So the grandmother said that each time, she said her granddaughter abused the weapons and all of this stuff, she keeps giving her back to the daughter with obviously the abusive man, the boyfriend that's there. Then she said one day she got the worst phone call. She was told that her granddaughter was in the hospital. So she said she runs on to the hospital. And she said when she gets there, her daughter isn't there. But she said the police and stuff is asking her, what happened with your granddaughter? How you get her? She said, I don't know. I just got a phone call. I'm here. Okay. Now, she said ultimately she ended up being the one to decide to pull the plug on little baby Alana because I guess she wasn't going to get better from whatever state that she was in. Okay. Not the mother, but the grandmother had the authority to pull the plug. All right. Okay. So then she says that, what did she say after that? She says when the daughter, and then the pull the plug, and I'm saying basically she wanted justice for her granddaughter. Oh, that's what else they said. They said that when they checked the baby, that the baby whole insides, Alana, all insides was messed up because she had been raped, sexually assaulted and that her intestines was filled with blood. Now we're talking about a 3-year-old, okay? A 3-year-old, and this is what had been going on with this baby. So not only was the baby being handed back over to the daughter, first of all, the daughter done totally lost her mind. Look. My whole purpose of bringing this back up is because I was minding my own business, and then come to find out the grandmother had came to my Facebook page, Geneva's Closet, on the video that I posted of this video, complaining. Had the audacity to come over there and said, what did she say? What's the first thing she said? She was offended. She was offended by the things that I had to say. You shouldn't be offended by anything I had to say. You should be offended by your daughter's boyfriend that was beating on your granddaughter and sexually abused your granddaughter based on how you did the interview. First of all, let me just read to you what she said. How about that? How about we go through that? And then it's not a Mykesha Vaughn that I have here that is said in the article. It's Mykesha Bridgewater. Okay. And this was Thursday. It says, hello, Geneva. I am the grandma. First, I'm offended by your comments about me not doing something I did, make calls, and always took my grandkids when I saw things wasn't right. My daughter will call the police, and I was instructed to give them back or go to jail. I began to raise hell constantly trying to get custody of them all. You make comments. That's something else I wanted to say. She said, things when the riot instructing them and trying to get custody of them. You make comments as if this is easy to do. Fight your daughter and get help. Most people don't know the system, don't help us. And I did everything in my power for my baby. If I had known that the other things were happening, I would have stated that, but I didn't. I'm the one who brought awareness to the story. So don't do that saying that I didn't do, because I am the reason the story is out and people now know what was never said is out. In the whole year I've been asking. Something else she said. Then I said, I never said you were at fault, because I'm just giving my opinions. Okay, I was asking questions. I gave my opinion and I stated it made no sense to me, which it doesn't. I'm sorry if my opinion offended you. Also, it's not your daughter that does hair. Oh, right, because that's something else she said. She said that my research was wrong. She said that I needed to go back and do my research, because she said, because in my thing, I said that it looked like that I think her daughter did hair. But she wanted to let me know that it wasn't her daughter, it was her that did the hair. And then I said that based on my research, it looked like that they stayed in Indianapolis or Gary, Indiana. She said they still live in Texas. So based on my research, I guess they used to live in Indiana and now they live in Texas, or they used something about Indiana, but she said that they still live in Texas. And she said that it wasn't her daughter that did the hair. It was her that did the hair. First of all, I'm not even finna read this whole thing, because basically what I was offended by is that her main thing was that I needed to go back and retract the lies. So I guess my lies is that she does hair and not her daughter, and that they still live in Texas. But after all these bio rants, Mykesha, that you left, all of your comments that were literally biographies that you left, not a nail time did you mention your daughter's boyfriend's name. Nothing. Not in your interview, you didn't mention his name. You didn't say his name, where he live at. You didn't mention your daughter's name. We didn't get a picture. You didn't put a picture up of nothing. And then while you doing that whole rant under my video, the comment section, you ain't said nothing about, oh boy, that's what you should be offended by. That's what you should be talking about. Not who did hair and where you currently stand. Girl, don't nobody care about that. We really wanted to see what old boy looked like. How old is he? Is he around any kids? What did the police say about that? I'm a little bit more interested in that, and I think the people are, than knowing about who do hair, that you do hair. So let me just correct that. Mykesha's daughter does not do hair. She does hair. Okay, so let me just make sure that I get that correctly. Okay. Makisha does the hair and they still live in Texas. Now, who did this to the granddaughter? We don't know. What's his name? I don't know. How old is he? Does he still live in Texas? I guess so. Do I got a picture? What did the daughter say about the situation? Is the daughter verifying that that's what this guy? I don't know. What has the police done? I mean, I showed y'all. Did I show y'all the interview? I don't know if I showed y'all the interview. I watched the interview. She really didn't say anything about that, but then had the nerve to come over here. First of all, that's just my opinion. I'm just giving my opinion. And first of all, to sit here and say, because somebody said, Geneva, you don't know the law. Let me tell you, I was about to curse and say something. I'm trying to restrain myself. F a law. Don't nobody always give a damn about no law. So I'm supposed to be seeking out for the law every time. The law don't know me. Child Protective Services don't know you. So they don't really care. So, I mean, we done seen all of these cases where Child Protective Services didn't do their job. So I'm supposed to sit back and wait for Child Protective Services. Somebody will have to keep arresting me. There is no way. I'm telling you, and I done talked to a few people about this. I'm speaking from a mother and a grandmother standpoint. There is no way on God's green earth, on your earth, my earth, or anybody's earth, that my granddaughter, Malia, can come over here and I see this huge bruise and stuff on her face. And I be like, daughter, what is wrong with Malia's face? Oh, you know, she was running and then she fell and she tripped and then that's how she got the bruise on her face. And then I see her a week or two later, and then she got this huge bump on her head. Girl, how she get that bruise? Oh, because you know she was saying she was on the slide and then she fell, and then next thing I know, I'm getting a phone call and then she's in the hospital. How she break her arm? Oh, because somebody had pushed her and then she broke her arm, and then how she get them bruises on her back? Oh, because my boyfriend had beat her. Look, look. And I'm gonna keep sending her back, calling Child Protective Services, Child Protective. You know, she's being beaten, and I don't know. You know, and then no one's answering. Waiting for Child Protective Services is what got little Alana in this situation right now. That's why she is not here anymore. And come to find out, she was being raped because people were waiting for legal authorities to step in when we can't even always trust legal authorities. Sometimes you got to be the legal authority. Sometimes you got to be the authority. Sometimes you got to be about that life for your people and say, well, take me to jail then. But ain't nobody finna lay their hands on my child or my granddaughter, because my daughter has literally lost her mind. And I am not just my granddaughter's grandmother. I am her other mother. So when my daughter or my children lose their minds as a parent, and I know that that's not how my child acts, and these are not the things that she would normally allow to happen, so she done literally lost it. It is my job as the second mother to step in and be about that life. Put the handcuffs on me if you want to, but ain't nobody finna be keep sitting up here putting their hands on my grandchild. It ain't finna happen. Every time that my grandchild would have came over like that, and I'm calling Child Protective Services, and I see the first one, maybe two times they not answering back, I think I'm finna take my child to the police station every time and say, do you see these bruises on her? I don't know if this was a thing where it was protecting her daughter too, because you're not even saying too much about your daughter, and that's your daughter's boyfriend. She was in the home too. She didn't know that Alana was being beat on. She didn't know. I mean, she told you Alana was getting the whoopings, so she didn't know any of these things happened. So I don't know if this a part of you trying to protect your daughter too, and that's why you only saying so much, that it took you coming on my Facebook page ranting about whatever it is that you was ranting about for me to go on there and figure that must be the guy, because you got that guy posted on some pictures, posted on your Facebook page, and it looked like you trying to say justice for Alana Halo. So I'm like, is this the guy? We ain't got no name. She ain't showed us no picture of him, but I'm assuming that's him based on her Facebook page. Why isn't she mentioning that? I have the slightest idea. But yeah, basically she didn't want to show you the picture of the guy, let you know what her daughter said. None of those things. Tell you his age, what the police said about this thing. Are they trying to handle it? What's going on? She didn't want to say. She wanted me to let you all know that she do hair and they live in Texas. So I'm recanting what I said, and that's that. And can't nobody make me change what I just said. Not mine. Maybe for you, you will allow yours to keep being drugged, beaten, battered, and raped and abused until the police come. Until Child Protective Services come and rescue your family, your blood. You got to wait for somebody else to do it, because the police going to lock you up. Okay, lock me up then. Lock me up, bond me out, and then I'm going to do it again until somebody do something for this baby. Who going to speak for the children? Who going to stand up for the children if the parents and adults are scared about the click? You can't be scared all your life. Not all the life. Some part of your life you can't be scared. But that's my opinion. If another person say, no, that's not how the system works, I can't always care about the system. Not all the time. My opinion. See how I give opinions? And this is another thing I want people to know. Let me just say this. This is 2019. This is not 1950 something. This is not 1970 something. This is not even 1990 something. Okay. We do not just have news reporters that will sit there and tell you the news. This is what happened. They died. They lived. They beat them, they hurt them, and this is what happened, and I'm reporting the news. That's it. News reporters, they can't give opinions. They get in trouble for giving opinions. Their only job is to tell you the news. That's it. How they feel about it is neither here nor there. They're not paid to give you their opinion. Me, on the other hand, bloggers, on the other hand, we handle things a little bit differently. We may tell the story and in addition to that, give you our opinion on it. And that's just how it is. And you may not like it, but I like this version of it. I like the version of telling you the story, giving you my opinion, and then asking you what's your opinion. I'm not saying that my word is bond. I'm just telling you my opinion, how I would do things, how I see things. Everyone is different. Everyone handles things different. Everyone sees things different. Everyone's perspective is different. But to get mad because I gave my opinion about some girl, you're gonna have to get over that. This is a new time. This is time of bloggers. This is time of bloggers telling the story and then giving an opinion of the story, and that's just how it is. And if it doesn't make sense, then it doesn't make sense. I don't know what you want me to make it make sense. It didn't make sense. I read the article and I watched the interview, and I can totally tell that there's some things missing, and that's why it don't make sense. So you need to be trying to say something about your daughter. What did your daughter say? What did your daughter do? Like I said, I think you're just trying to protect her. But this little segment rant part that I've been doing for however many minutes, this is especially for Makisha Vaughn. Did not feel the need to make a whole video for this, but just wanted to start it off like this since she needed to feel the need to have me recant some stuff. I asked you to come on Geneva's Closet to speak your truth. You said that you didn't want to do that because you were already doing it, but you really want to know how to. You probably didn't want to because I'm going to ask you some questions. Because if it don't make sense to me, a lot of people probably don't make sense to. And we probably got some questions. And that's probably not what you want to deal with. Because that interview that they did on the news, not to say nothing about the interview, but I don't even know about. Because like I said, didn't nobody even ask about old boy? Like, what's a picture of him? What is his name? How old is he? Is he around any more children? Is he in jail? Had he ever been arrested? What is the police saying about? So I definitely would have had questions. So it probably behooves you not to come in Geneva's Closet if you're not going to have your stuff together. But anyway, hey, MacManda and KB and Angela girl, how you doing, Miss Lala? Creole baby? I didn't even know the Creole baby was in here. Creole, have I seen you before? I don't even know if I did. And Fee, Rog, and Meta, Katrina. Fee, that's a new name. Now, I have not seen you before. Hello to you. And not trying to get off the subject, but did you hear them TMZ that the girl that was with the guy who killed Nipsey, that she told police she being threatened. They were saying that, no, I didn't even hear about that. It's just so much stuff going on. It is definitely hard for me to keep up with everything. Hey, Lisa Taylor. It's definitely hard for me to keep up with everything. But what else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Shoot, I forgot. I had a nice past few days. I went to go spend some time with my family, so that was fun. Hey, Latanya. Hey, Paula, girl, how you doing, Paula? And Branch, how you doing? Because I don't want to try to skip over names and stuff. I try to, if I see it on there, want to say hi to you. Appreciate you all coming up in here. Had a nice few days and stuff and whatever. And then I said, let me come on here and say hey to the people right quick. I don't really want to be on here for a long time. Plan on going on Patreon tomorrow. My last Patreon, that was so difficult, trying to figure out how in the hell do you come on Patreon and see the people's comments. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't quite get it together, but that's all right, though. That's all right. Where there's a will, there's a way. The next day I did my research, I didn't figure this out. Not only do I know how to go on read the comments, I can better help you all out now that I done fully figured it out. So yeah, we will be going on Patreon tomorrow to talk about what you know what we're gonna be talking about, all that, the conscious and stuff. Conscious adult talk, the talk that we really like to do, to go deep, to go there, that you can't always do on YouTube because everyone don't always get that, basically. And stuff. Did you hear what they said about Malia Davis, that she died from, what did they say? Homicidal violence. Isn't that a very vague, it's like, oh, okay. All right. We figured that much part out, basically, yeah. We knew it wasn't nothing sweet and nice and gentle. We knew it wasn't the flu. We knew that. So homicidal violence is just so, yeah, a homicide. Okay. Okay, she was killed. Violence. It was a violent homicide. Okay. It sure didn't take much thinking for them to come to that conclusion, did they? I mean, they just, I don't know. I guess we're just waiting for the other little details of it, if they even got any details of it. Don't even know how badly her body was destroyed when they found her in Arkansas. That was very vague. That's what I'm saying. And we kind of figured that already. I think we knew that for the most part. Whatever. Oh, and this is to the lady. I can't even remember your name, girl. You know who you are. To send me the email to let me know that you was going to use the video to put in the thing because you wanted to. Girl, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. See, the thing about using content on YouTube is, hey, I use other people's content. Sometimes I do, but I try to, especially now, give shout outs because that's very important because people want to be acknowledged. Because just recently, it was probably about a week or something ago, I was on YouTube, manning my own YouTube business. I kid you not. And I happened to see something that popped up in my recommended. And I think it was based on a video that I did. Girl, guys, I must have clicked on that video and seen practically everything that I did in my video back to back of how I put the clips together was in somebody else's video. I said, really, bitch? And not necessarily that. It's because you tried to hide my name and stuff. And then at the end of the video, had the nerve to give shout outs to some stupid. When, hello, ding, 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 hello. You just used like my whole video thing. You couldn't have did a shout out on that if you wasn't going to at least put my name on that. Now, that's a tad bit annoying. If I ever see that again, I might handle that a different way because I don't like that. So I hope you're watching this. I seen that and I don't like that. Don't do that. You know, that's why when I did that Malia Davis video, because I knew I was using other people's clips, I hadn't went to the funeral. So that wasn't my stuff. I hadn't recorded anything. I hadn't took any pictures. All of that was 100% research, finding other people's content, other people's videos and stuff like that, and making a video off of it. And I only felt compelled to give them a shout out and let them know that I appreciate it. I'm acknowledging you and try to leave their names up there in the ones where their names was in it. At least try to leave the names on there. For some of them, you know, because some of them Facebook things, you don't want to just put a person's name on there. Then everybody going to their Facebook page. So you got to sometimes be a little discreet on how you do things. But nevertheless, yeah, I didn't mind. I watched the video. I think you did a really good job with the video too. So girl, no, go ahead, use it because you needed it to be a part of whatever you was trying to let the people know about the whole Malia Davis situation. Hey, Char Brandy and Kathy, how you doing? I ain't forget it. She didn't just keep off into the night. He killed this baby because no one done their due diligence. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, Gillespie. McManda said, yes, Priest Geneva, you are not the grandparent, you are the mother as well. That's how I feel about. See, McManda, I had a whole conversation with my aunt yesterday. A whole conversation. And I told her, you know, and she didn't even let me get all into the breaking it down. As soon as I said, the first time I said, and then your granddaughter, she come over and she turned about, and the mama sitting up there, she was like, it wouldn't have been a second time. Time one, I'm taking her to the police station. And I believe my auntie too. She would definitely pack the children up, go to the police station, and while she taking pictures, does she want them to take pictures and do a police report and the whole thing? Yeah, that's why one of my closet seekers, Ty, shout out to Ty, made me that shirt that said, I'm not the grandmother, I'm the other mother. Because that's exactly how I feel about the situation. Now let's just keep it 100. 100. Do I want to raise any more children? Hell no, I don't want to raise no more children. What? I just raised 4, 3, damn, they're out the house. I only got 1 more left. Got 4 more years. No, I don't. No. Do I want to raise my granddaughter? Nope. Not at all, but will I if need be? Heck yes, I will. And do about as good of a job, if not better, because I know better. When you know better, you do better than I did with the other kids. So that means little my granddaughter, her name's Malia. That means Malia is going to be just fine. But do I want to? No, I don't. No, I don't. So I would hope that my daughter have her stuff together. I would hope that my children all have their brains all together. But if I ever see that they done lost their minds, I'll be there. Just like I would hope that somebody would have done for me. If anybody, if I had ever allowed anybody, any man that I'm dating to come in and beat my children, discipline my children. Everyone knows I'm not like that. I'm just like my mother. My mother disciplined us on her own. She had never, if she had a boyfriend and she was talking to somebody, she didn't give a care about that. She never allowed them to say nothing to us. Don't even look at us wrong. She gonna have a problem with that. You know, because she always felt like she didn't care who she was dating. At the end of the day, that's not our father. She don't know how long she gonna be dating them to allow these people to discipline us. Then I done let them discipline you, curse you out, give you whoopings. We only date for 2, 3, 4, 1, maybe 1 year, and then broken up. And I done sat there and let this person. Then I'm moving on to the next man, so the next man can do it. So I learned from my mother. So that's how I am. So that's how I taught my children. So if I see them doing anything different, they lost their mind. And if I had done anything different, I would have hoped that my sister, my mother, somebody would have said, Geneva done lost her mind. She's crazy. I don't know what happened, but this is not her. This is not the things that she would normally do. So, and that's what people need. You know what I mean? Like, did somebody step up for Malia and say, obviously, Brittany has lost her mind. She's lost her mind. Something is going on. The baby keep going back and forth to the hospital. What is going on? CPS obviously wasn't doing nothing. These people be having so many excuses for everything. I mean, it is just so many excuses for everything. Yeah, Mac, that's why I'll be paying no attention to them, because you know people are always gonna disagree, and that's fine with it, but that's why we all have our opinions. That's why we all have our opinions. But and then that story that I put up of the mother who ran over her, I think her 4-year-old son with the SUV, because they was playing some game called Chicken something. I was like, what in the what is that? A game called Chicken something. And I didn't even know, based on what I read, I didn't even know if she had did that on purpose, based my opinion. I didn't think that she probably had did it on purpose. I thought that maybe when she rolled over her son, that's, oh my God. These stories is just too much. These stories is just too much. I thought that maybe when she hit her son and rolled over him, maybe she got nervous and was like, oh my God, and put the car in reverse, not realizing she had completely rolled over him and where the tire was at, and then rolled over him again. Because if you roll over someone, I don't know, do you just jump out? Or do you be like, oh my God, I can't believe, and then you reverse the car because you think that the car is on them? I don't know what her frame of mind was. That got to be a scary situation. To me, it didn't look like she was trying to hit her kids. It looked like her kid. I don't know what was going on. I have the slightest idea. It's just crazy things. It's crazy things. Just like I just read an article the other day about a man a girl was moving out, and I guess the guy was moving his stuff out too. And then her and her friends noticed that he was smirking as he like got in his car and drove out. I think he put a box on like her car or the moving truck or something. And they was trying to figure out what he was smirking about. Girl, guys. The girl went over and looked in the box that he had put on the truck or in her car, whatever. Tell me how come it was her dog's head in it. He had decapitated the dog. Why would he do that? Because he was mad about something. I don't even know, but why would you cut the dog's head off? So he was arrested, basically. There's some crazy people in the world. Yeah, that's what's going on in the world that we live in. It's a lot of craziness. There's tons upon tons of craziness. Oh, Deborah said chicken is an old game. Okay, now what is that though? What I mean, okay, right? Because somebody was saying chicken. What they say that you're supposed to run chicken? You chasing somebody with a chicken? You're chasing people. Why would they even name it that? I don't even know why they would name it that. But she owed his mom rent money. Deborah, which one are you talking about? Hey, Benson. She owed his mom. Oh, the girl with the decapitated head. She, old girl, owed the boy mom. You know what? The article did say that. The article show did say that. And he cut the dog's head. But the thing about it is that when I was doing my research, and asked me why I was doing further research, girl, guys, I don't even know. Because I could have just read the article and been done with it. But then I was like looking up his name. He already got a rap sheet. He had been in jail a few times before that. You see like little mug shots and stuff like that. So obviously he just tends to do off the wall. I don't even know. I don't even know. But didn't they say that he had a history? Didn't they say that he had a history of doing something to animals? Was it him? I don't know, but you got to be careful with them people that be hurting them animals. Leave them alone. Don't talk to them. Something is wrong with the people that be hurting the animals. But yeah, that's true. Definitely needed to have time for myself because social media can be very overwhelming. It can be a lot. Like I found myself doing a lot and researching a lot and using all of these phones and trying to post and like, oh my God, I gotta do this. Oh my God, I gotta do that. I just be doing the most sometimes. Sometimes I literally do the most. And I have to just go sit down somewhere. And I think I'm probably just bad about letting everybody know that I'm finna take a break. Because when I need to take the break, I just drop everything, just right on the spot. I don't even care anymore. Like, I'm done. I am done. So I took a 2-day break. I don't even think I really posted that much on Geneva's Closet Facebook page. And usually I don't never not post on Geneva's Closet Facebook page. I'm always posting things, but I just needed to. I just needed to get away. And you know what I really needed to do? I needed to go see my McLean family because I don't see my McLean family that often because I be so wrapped up into my own Geneva world. That's what it is. I'm be wrapped up in my own Geneva world that I don't always take the time to go see my McLean family. And that's what I took some time out to do these past 2 days. And really, I had a lot of fun. Really, I did. So now I'm looking forward to doing it again. Soon, very soon. Okay, Deborah. Yep, he did. Okay. Yep. So that's why he didn't care about cutting no dog's head. Who would cut a dog's head? Who would do that? Just like that Chinese woman, Chinese, Korean, Thai, whatever, that was at the park and she was arrested for stomping the stomping the turtles or stomping the sea turtles, the turtle's nest. Why would you do that? I mean, but what would even make you do that? I mean, I couldn't do it. I couldn't just be over there killing, maybe a mosquito, a bee, some stuff like that. But as far as an animal, a cat, a bird, I can never go just kill a bird. I can't do that. But, he cutting off dogs' heads without even finding out that he had a history of abusing animals. We should have known that he was off, that he probably most likely did some stuff like that before. Yeah, you got to be careful with them people. Because first is animals, next is people. To me, the animal is just the beginning stage. They're just trying to test things out. See how does that make them feel? Is that done easily? Is it hard to cut the head? Am I going to feel any certain type of way, be heebie-jeebied out about it? No. What? Pretty soon I'm going to be able to advance to humans. You got to be careful with them. Got to be careful with them. Humans is probably next. They are probably next. Joanne said, we living in the last days. We are living in the last something. Now, you know what I be thinking about that, Joanne? I believe that forever we have been saying that. Now, let me ask you something. Do you think that back probably in let's say the 1910s, the 1920s, because it's always been bad for Black people, but it was like bad for Black people back then. Like at that time, they still being hung and stuff. Slavery probably still going on in some places at that time. I don't know. I'm just saying. I wonder if Black people were saying then that that we are living in the last days. I wonder, were they saying that then? Like when Black people were constantly saying other Black people being raped, they ain't got no justice, they being dragged on cars, beaten, hung, all of that stuff, like the things that happened to Emmett Till, like all during that time. Matter of fact, civil rights time, all of them killings and stuff. I know my ancestors. I know my grandmother, great grandmother, all of them. I know they had to been saying that these got to be the end times. Because it's just like always bad. Isn't it always bad? True enough, it gets worse. And that's even crazy to say that it gets worse. But I be thinking that sometimes. Because I remember my mother used to say that. My mother, when I was a child, she used to say things were bad and you can tell that these are the end times. And now I'm a mother with a grandchild. And now I'm practically saying it. But then there's a possibility that I may leave this earth one day. I'm gone. I'm just not here anymore. And now my granddaughter, who is now 5, is now old enough and she got kids. And now my daughter, which is a grandmother, will be a grandmother that time, will be like, you can tell these are the end times. You can tell. So I wonder how much longer is this going to be going on? I don't know how much longer these last days is, but these are some horrible last days that seems to be going on for like centuries. Just horrible last days for centuries. I wonder, was they saying that during the slavery time, like when they were able to read, when they were singing their slavery hymns and they in slavery, they just sitting up there dealing with it and picking cotton and stuff. I bet then they were saying that these are the end times. Jesus come, he's coming. What y'all think? Do you think this been going on forever? We've been having end times forever. It's gonna forever be end times. We gonna be dead and gone, and the next generations is gonna be, they gonna be getting older talking about these are the end times. I don't even know no more. I have the slightest idea. All I know is that the whole time is bad. From the rooter to the tutor, okay? Especially for us black people, righty? From the rooter to the tutor, all the days, it seems to be horrible day. That's why we got to make it do what it do on our own. If we are able to have a good day where you're not sick, nobody in your family calling talking about they sick, you know you got your job, you're able to pay some stuff. You're probably not able to pay everything the way you wanted to pay and buy everything that you want. You know what I mean? Everything probably is not perfect, but for the most part, it's okay. Man, you got to live in that. You got to live in that. It's too much drama. Life can always be like this. Sometimes 1 minute is good, it's going great. Then next minute, here come that curveball, you know, it's sitting up there to throw things off a little bit. Whenever you can have it all right in these end days, last days that's been going on forever, you better make it work. You better smile. You better be happy. You better laugh. You better not stress out. Try to woosah. You better take some time out for yourself whenever we can, people, because this is crazy. It's crazy. Very crazy. Miss Lala said, at this point, man is literally destroying himself. We are. We are. Letta said, we've been told that the end times are near, and they were told to hate us. Go figure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. April said, end times forever. It's just forever. Right, because I don't know how long this whole thing is going to be going. You know, we tend to say that it's probably going to stop with us. This probably going to be it. You know, the Messiah coming back soon, but I don't know. All I can do is try to be the best version of Geneva. So when it is my time to leave this earth, based on how they scriptures say things are supposed to go, hopefully I go to the right place. That's about all I can do. And then you can just hope that the scripture, that you're reading the right things in the scriptures. There's no added things in that. No one is lying and making anything up. Because this world, you don't even know sometimes. The lying and the crookedness is just to the extreme. People will go to the extreme to lie, to fabricate, to make the masses believe what they want us to believe. I mean, we'll go to the extent. So sometimes you got to question things. I get it. I get the question everything. Even the people that question the Bible, how do you know that the Bible is real? How do you? I don't feel a certain type of way when people say that, because I get it. You basing that on what you see, all this nonsense, all this lying, all this. I get how people believe in this religion thing, they have been able to literally be puppeteered. I get it. Totally. I have my own reasons for believing why it is real, but hey, I don't knock you for questioning it. Ain't nothing wrong with a little question sometimes. Hey, LTG, how you doing? Who came in here? Hey, Luz, how you doing? Regina came up in there. Oh, hey, Regina, how you doing? Is Regina Closet Seeker? Wait a minute. Is Regina a lady in blue? I didn't know that, girl. I did not know. Hey, Regina. Look, Regina came up in here. She's the lady in blue. You know her. She got the blue on. She's very vibrant. Every time she comes up in here, too, she always wears that color. Ugh, it looks beautiful on her skin. I don't know what it is, you know. But hey, Regina, girl, how you doing? And who was I about to say hey to somebody? Felicia? Is that Felicia? I think I said that right. One day at a time. I'm grateful. Me too. That's about all I can do is one day at a time. Miss Lala said there is a certain race that is becoming the minority around the world. That's why the hate of people of color is strong as ever. You know what I think? I think that because me and Chad was having this conversation not too long ago, and this is just my little theory thing, you know. So I'm just once again giving my opinion. Okay, not that y'all asked, but my whole thing on this whole color thing, you know, because I remember when I was a little kid. And then, you know, it was the whole talk of why the other people don't like you, you know, because of the color of your skin. That never really made sense to me. You know, it'd be like the color of your skin because you brown, because you black, because you look dirty, because, you know, you look like you're dirty, got dirt on you, whatever. And I was like, so they would not like a whole thing of people because we brown, because they think they're gonna get dirty. It just never made sense. And what I have learned today about myself is that if things don't make sense, that because it doesn't, that means either it hasn't been explained correctly or somebody lying. It's a bunch of BS. So what I think about this thing is I think, and I don't even know how many levels it is, but right now we're going to go with 2 levels. I think there is the people who actually believe that they don't like us because the color of our skin. That's what they believe that it is. And that's what they go around saying because we're black and because we act a certain way or we do a certain something. And black people, they hood and they don't work and then they the ghetto and then blah, 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 blah. So I think that there are a certain amount of people, white people, whatever, who say that. And you know the ones I'm talking about. You see them all the time. You run into them to the store. They be out there walking around and you see them on the news or whatever. Average. They ain't even really uppity, all of them to a high up point. They can just be average on your level type people. And that's what they believe. I think those type of people have literally been puppeteered. Their generations of people have been fed a bunch of nonsense. And to this day, they still sit there and say that same stuff when in all actuality, the people at the top tier, the elite people, the people, they really have the real reason why they don't like us. Oh, it's bigger than a skin color. Somebody being brown and dirty, people being ghetto and all of this. That ain't got nothing to do with it. I believe the top tier elite people, these religious high church people in the high church places, not the low pastors, white pastors and stuff, in the high top places, I think that they really know the reason why we are not liked, the reason why we have been treated the way we have been treated. And I believe it's because they know that we have an inheritance that they have stolen from us, and they are mad that we were given this inheritance and this type of covenant thing with the Most High and stuff. So this actually is a religious thing, because once you really pay attention to things end up, a lot of stuff that be happening in the world, they don't always be saying it, but it be having things to do with religion. Like all of the taking over other countries and things like that. It was always to get in there and start changing things around as far as religion and stuff. They didn't like the fact, based on, because they the one that have sat there and took books and stuff out the Bible. They know what these words are. That's why they took the words and flipped them and put them in a whole different way. Then had our pastors and stuff reading stuff and saying stuff that had nothing to do with anything, that wasn't even in the way that they said it was. It was meant to be read and explained in a whole different way. But because a group of people had the book, that wasn't supposed to have the book because it wasn't meant for you. It was meant for us. I believe it's a deeper thing. It got nothing to do with the hood and they came and got us from Africa and brought us over here as if they didn't know we were in Africa. Nigga, you knew we were in Africa. What is you talking about? So they didn't know black people was in Africa. Black people were everywhere. So I know that you had seen us spread around because we were in the United States too. Before Christopher brought his Christopher self over here, we were already over here. So they didn't know. So they was just on the boat one day and he accidentally popped up over there and said, oh my God, what is all these brown, dirty people over here? That ain't how it happened. This whole thing was a setup from the rooter to the tutor because they didn't like us from the beginning because they know that it's a deeper thing. They literally stole our land, our jewelry, all of our history and stuff from us. They stole an inheritance. We are actually rich. Did you know that? It's messed up to think. I mean, it's heartbreaking. It's literally heartbreaking to know that you are supposed to be in a certain stage in your life, but you know, you're supposed to have a certain something. You're supposed to feel a certain way about yourself. We are supposed to have a certain type of esteem, but they done snatched all of that away. And then they tell the bottom portion of the people that, oh, they're ghetto and blah, 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 and you put things in their head to have them think that that's why they don't like us. No, boo-boo. It's a whole different thing. And then to be talking about why the neighborhood look like this and why the nigga, what you talking about? You trying to say that my ancestors never once ever tried to come up in their life. They just always just wanted to stay at the bottom. They never tried to build a house. They never got any land. I'm pretty sure I had ancestors that built houses and had land. And I'm pretty sure somebody came at some point and either took it from them, took their job from them, left them bootied out. They couldn't afford stuff. They had to leave, burned the house down, threw the husband and the father in jail, killed him. Come on now, stop playing games. You literally destroyed everything. And then you try to look at us now and be like, look at them. Look at the neighborhoods and look how they are. They don't even want better. They ain't want. You know what we need to stop doing? We need to stop explaining ourselves to them. That's what we need to do. Stop explaining. They know. They don't care. I feel like I'm having deja vu. That's what I felt like when they see us met. When they see us, they feel like they don't care. They don't care if you didn't do it. They don't care what you're going through. They don't care that the person got shot and he probably didn't have to be shot 15 times, but he's been shot 15 times. There's always a reason for it. There's always an excuse for it. There's always, well, if she wouldn't have moved her head like that, then maybe she wouldn't have got the handcuffs thrown on her. Maybe, but then when it's flipped and it's their situation, then all of a sudden it shouldn't have been handled that. So that just lets you know that they don't care. When they see us, they don't care. So we definitely have to stop explaining it, but we have to know what the real deal is. Just have to know. We have to stop explaining ourselves because I'm just about sick of that. You know, but why don't they understand? I'm just trying to get them to who cares if they can understand? Who cares? I don't care. I don't care. They didn't understand then, or they claim they didn't understand. You know them people. That is obvious. This is about as clear as day, but they trying to act like they don't understand. Okay, you sitting up there playing them games. I got time to play games with you. You ain't finna bring me down to your level. All right, you can sit there and play dumb if you want to, but you really know what it is. And that's my opinion about that. What happened to Michael Jackson? Hey, Obago. I want to say the name correctly, but I don't even know if I am. Joanne, I was just going to say the Black Wall Street, but I ain't even, see? See, y'all know. I ain't got to say nothing else. Y'all already know. That is a sad story. That was very hurtful to read. It just pisses you off. It really does. our people was coming together, building stuff. They had businesses and everything. And I'm not saying that our people, don't come in and mess some stuff up, but that's everybody, all over the place. But then again, I guess based on scripture, I guess who can we blame but ourselves, right? We were the ones that messed up the thing that made the Most High mad anyway in the scripture in the first place. It was us. We messed it up and made him mad based on scripture. And that's why we're going through the things that we're going through now. Whatever. Ain't this supposed to be the Patreon conversation? I don't know how y'all done dragged me. Oh, yeah, y'all are something else. I wasn't even supposed to be having this conversation. This is actually probably a little too deep for Geneva's Closet on YouTube. I wasn't even supposed to be having this conversation with y'all. I don't even know how y'all even got me to go there. Shabbat shalom, Lady Rolanda. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. He did say that. And back in the day, I was just, I'm not really saying that. It wasn't until I got old, I was like, wait a minute. I'm saying that they don't really care about us. Okay, Michael was speaking something, trying to let the people know something. Yeah, you got to go back and listen to something. I've done that too. That sometimes there are certain songs that back in the day you just singing it. And then you get older and then you sing them same words. You're like, I'm saying the same thing. Was they talking about sex? I was singing about sex at 8. I had no idea I was singing about sex. My mother hadn't even said anything. Hadn't even said nothing. Have y'all did that sometimes? It's a few songs. When I was a kid, I did not know them songs was going that deep. I know now, sure. I know. I done learned today. Okay, call you Tobago. No problem. No problem, Tobago girl. Is it a girl? Because I always do that. What time tomorrow? I'm going to say tomorrow, probably about 8 o'clock again. I'm probably going to do 8 o'clock. My time, Central Standard Time. And if you are already on Patreon, if you are already following me on Patreon, you can either go on there, on your laptop, the computer, whatever, or you can get the app. Whether you got an Android phone or an iPhone, it really doesn't matter. You can get the app and put it on your phone. Then you go to the search menu and you type in Geneva's Closet. You're going to know it's Geneva's Closet because you're going to see the little cartoon girl. So you go already know, and she's going to be melanated. Because I'm melanated, okay? I got a little brownness over here. And then she's going to be brown like me. And then if you're already in the Patreon thing, then when I go live, you will see the video pop up. And then what you do then is you will then go to the link on the video. When you see the video pop up on Patreon, whatever time you decide to come in, there's going to be like a little arrow, just like how you see it on Facebook. You click it, and then you click on that link. That link is going to bring you back to YouTube, and that's how we talk. So let me just explain that to you right quick. Even though Patreon is a separate thing that you are signing up on, it is connected to YouTube. Actually, it needs YouTube to work. So there is no technically going live on Patreon, but you do have to go to Patreon to get to the video. The only way you can get on there is if you are a part of Geneva's Closet on Patreon. Then you will see the video, because actually I'm setting up the video on YouTube, but you won't know that because only my Patreon people will see it. So you go on Patreon, you see the video. It will have, like I said, the little arrow thing on the right side at the top. You click on that. You click on the link. The link will bring you back to YouTube, and we will have our regular conversations like we do. You'll be in the chat box. I'll be able to see it. I'll give you the phone number. You'll be able to call in, and we'll be on YouTube, but everybody won't be able to see it. Only my Patreon people. So that's how that works. So I just wanted to let you know that, just in case you're like, why am I being brought to YouTube? And I thought I'm supposed to be on Patreon, because Patreon needs YouTube to work. Basically, They must be the same thing. I ain't did my research on it yet, but obviously it must be the same thing. Somebody just said something in my comments. Oh, Miss Lala, you got it? Y'all got it? Okay, I tried to do my best to explain that to y'all. I'm telling you, it was so difficult for me. I didn't know what was going on, even though I had did a little reading on it. But I guess because I had did the reading before I actually started playing around with Patreon, it didn't stick. But now after going through that the last time, it done stuck. So now I done figured out how to do it. So yeah, that's basically it. And yeah. PT said, I need some advice. My mom is angry at my girlfriend because she keeps, oh, Lord. And then, yeah, basically, that's what's going on. So I'm about to get off of here. People just wanted to come out here and talk to you for a little bit since I'm not going live on YouTube as much as I used to, which was all the time. Yeah, I remember I was going live all the time on YouTube. But anyway, I can't remember if there was anything else I was going to say. And plus, I just want to get off of here anyway, basically. So I think, and plus I got some other things that I'm supposed to be working on, because I'm still supposed to be working on the Did You Know video. Remember the Did You Know? I did the Did You Know Ron Johnson, and I have another one, but I'm too busy working on other stuff, so I'm eventually get to that. But could you please like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet right here on YouTube if you haven't already done so. You all know the lingo and stuff already. And then could you please go over on Facebook and follow me at Geneva's Closet, because when I'm not on here, I'm over there. And then you can also, let me remember to say this too, I'm gonna have to get a little Patreon thing to go up there too. You can also make sure you watch my YouTube and Facebook stories. That's what I was gonna say. YouTube, y'all know the little Geneva's Closet circle thingy. Wait, where's that thing at? This right here, this little circle thing right there is usually illuminated with red. And when you see it illuminated with red, then that means that I have some little vlogging things that I probably did on there when I'm moving about, when I'm out and about. And if you are following me on Facebook at my personal page, Geneva McClain, then you will see me when I'm out and about doing my things, even though when I was in Chicago or hanging with my family, I didn't do that. Not that time, because I didn't even want nobody to know where I was at or what I was doing, so I didn't put nothing up. But yeah, make sure you go do that. Anyway, people, I'm about to go. You all have a fabulous Friday evening. I will talk to my Patreon people tomorrow evening. We're going to be talking. I'm going to have the call-in number. We're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about, and Chad will be on the line. Chad will be on the line tomorrow to talk about whatever it is he's going to talk about. Y'all will see. Anyway, people, you all have a wait, how am I supposed to get off of here? I always do that at the end. Okay, people, you have a fabulous evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.